All right, guys, welcome everybody. It is market open on Nasdaq. We're on the 19th, 2024. This is the last trading day of the week. Market reached its highs, break the previous monthly high. What else is there to say? And that's pretty much it. Market reached the high during overnight session. Usually that's what the Nasdaq does during the during nighttime. Market develops a lot of points, and yeah, today the objective is not really again clear. Our whole theory on what Nasdaq should be was supposed to do, on the monthly and weekly. We've expected a weekly expansion to the upside, so that's what happened if you take the whole week up. And same for a couple of at least one daily candle. And since we've started that expansion to the upside, including that today is the last day, today might be a great opportunity to buy market. Uh, but first we will be checking on what's happening during the session. So market did just open right about now. So it was about few minutes. So if we can look at the order flow, you see we have a strong open to the downside with negative delta, a lot of volume. So we have 13,000 volume, 1,000 negative delta. We're back to the to the value area low. We are expecting the market to go a little bit lower first, then retrace back to the 250 the 250 line, and on the 150 which we got something interesting on the 4 hour. So we'll see if market can reach that level. We have news coming at 10 a.m. also, so this could be a great motive for injecting a lot of volume at the market. ES is pretty much doing the same. It's at also on the value area low. So now there is not that much difference between these two. Yesterday we had it wasn't that clear yesterday uh, because they were not really the same, ES and Nasdaq. Now we've got the same. So Nasdaq and ES did trade the value area low, and that particular low. And yeah, that's about it. Let's not really engage right away. I will be engaging quite. I will be really engaging on the evaluation since we have 2 days left for the evaluation. So evaluation might be the last trading day. And for the funded account, we'll wait for proper confirmation and see what's good. So this could be a potential draw. Uh, Draw of the liquidity, but I'm still expecting to go here first and then come back up to that original equal high. So there is not that much point, actually. It's about like 50 points. So this is why I was expecting market to still coming back down a little. And yes, and how's the DXY dollars doing? I expected dollar to make like a low resistance liquidity run, actually, to a previous high and then start collapsing lower. But like I said, within 25 minutes we have news coming up. So let's see uh, how price will react to the news. I'm not really comfortable on trading ahead of the news. I usually wait for the news to happen, then see what's what, especially around the 10:30, 11:30 timing. So this is why I rather wait and just look at what price is doing. So we've got a small inefficiency that was created here. See if price trades back into it. And yeah, that's about it, huh? That's about it. We're gonna basically chill before the news. So if we got people on the chat that wants to be reacting or ask me any sort of question, feel free to let me know. Just wanted to double check that yeah, we did have 10 days load up, because if you load up too much on your Ninja Trader, you might be finding some slight delay on your platform. We'll see what can we get today. We'll wait. That's our plan. Got a plan already mapped out, but I rather really wait and see how price gonna be trading when news come up, because it can be really fast. But now if we look at the overall order flow, we've had a strong delta to the downside. We didn't came back to fill that efficiency here on the 5 minute. So price coming back up. We have huge volume, about 22,000 volume at the market. So a really nice open in terms of volume. And this inefficiency, that's a 1 hour one. The huge rectangle that we've had here. This is one onto the 1 hour, and we have a valley on the volume as well. So this could be a sign there is a low volume activity here, but it might get filled once we go deeper into the session. That whole volume value um, might be filled back again. And tomorrow probably I'll make a video on the walkthrough of the week. So how many trades that I've took, how many stop loss or break even, how many take profit we've got so far, what's the performance in terms of percentage and risks. That's what I will be talking about on openly on a video, so we can track the performance, or we can wait actually the close of the month, which might be better, so we can get more data. The close of the month of January, and then make a review on the performance for the month of January. This could be an option as well, because I wanted to work on a video regarding an algorithm that I've been coding with one of my engineers, and it's totally off the whole future market. It's a synthetic indices one. Um, so this might be a French video, I guess. I'm not sure, because it will be a logic part two of one of a video that I've posted about this instrument that we used to trade manually, but this instrument will be now trading automatically, and I wanted to share with you guys performance of the algo and what we managed to achieve in a couple of years of coding that robot, because it took time. We only released the product last November of 2023. So this is why I'm not. I would prefer release the video at the end of the month for the whole recap of futures trading performance, and and soon to release you guys the video in regards to the synthetic indices or indexes. I don't know how to say, to be honest. Okay, so dollar is rallying up right now, but we don't have any huge close up. So that's still the behavior we kind of expected. But if we could have it lower, could be fun. And yeah, new VPOC on both assets and value area lows coming back down again. So that means we've got a lot of volume that's get punched to the market right now. So we've got 6,000, 22,000, 11,000, and now we're about 4,000 volumes. Let's see at the close of that bar. We did not even came up to the 200. Yes, we did touch the 200 actually, but you cannot see it on the footprint. So we've touched the 200, so that could be a great setup to be setting up market to that zone. Get about you have between 50 and 40 points on average. Okay, so the M15 did not close yet, but as you can see, we've traded back on that low. We've come back up. It's more clearer on the footprint chart, as you can see here. So we came back to the inefficiency, but the huge rectangle, it's a 1 hour one. And let's see. But I'm not expecting to come back up right away, like I said. Okay. So you see, we had a huge green candle, then it came back and forming like some sort of doji. But yeah, this could be potential the potential draw, but I'm still expecting a draw lower to engineer more liquidity here. So So if you look here, we have a delta that came back positive, filled an inefficiency, and that's not a huge close-up. You see, you have a small close-up right here. So if we were to buy market, I honestly would be waiting for market to break that high, leave us in some inefficiency around that same level with a huge bar, then we trace back down and we get the buy. We're gonna see how it goes. ES is not really doing the same. That's why I was expecting the Nasdaq to go lower. Because ES did not came back up. It retraced back into that previous low, but then start sell off. It did sell off actually, sold off. Sorry if my English is not that good. And Nasdaq is quite having some hard time right now, but I'm still expecting strong move to the downside. Then something that we can work to be buying back up. And it could be really extreme, huh? It could be like a whole 100 points drop, engineering more liquidities on that pseudo trend line. Because if we look at the order flow right now, see, we've came into that zone. I'll change the color for the eye. So you see we've came into that zone. We're still trading inside of it, but this might be not enough to push market higher. And the top of it is 200. We came up to 209. So this could have been also a really nice trade to play off for like the market open, right? Let me see if the zone is right here. So it's like 225. So this should be the trade that you'll be looking for if you're playing that in efficiency, of course. That's the trade. You see Delta came back positive, but had a hard time to push higher, especially when ES keeps on coming down. But we'll wait. ES put on the brakes, leave a new inefficiency, so we'll wait. We'll wait, and if we do not have that typical, let's say, buy setup that I mentioned before, so would either the break of that high, so 221, which is around that area, or if that's a lower high, if we can break the 207. Basically, if we don't have that setup, but we have a nice lower low on the M15, we might just submit to the M15 overall chart and see some retracement to the upside before we sold off. Yes, climbing back up. We have news in about 10 minutes. See, market made a low right there, then came back up. We still have that high, and now we don't know what's happening right now. We have 5,000 volume and a small delta, but I seriously think that's just a matter of time, because I usually not trying to take um, the internal low for the whole range. We usually try to play the extreme, right? So the extreme would be either this relative equal low right here on closing price, or that low, but that will be the strict minimum. So 136, 150 is not a huge difference in terms of points. That's about like 14 points, but that's what we are suspecting. So I'm gonna take that low, put it here. Let me know if you guys like that lo-fi music. Let's look at our overall order flow. See, it's not really clear. Market did not provide an actual like shift lower. So this whole area can be turning into a blue one if we manage to have a strong break at the high with an efficiency or highlighted on blue, and see how it goes. This could be also a potential rotation. Uh, we gotta confirm that with the delta. So we're like a delta rotation, you see it's hard negative, then come back positive, but doesn't trade really much higher, and then come back positive with some sort of extension here. So we'll need, in order to confirm that whole rotation, we will need a stronger, a much more stronger and consistent delta to the upside, and a market that goes along with it. Okay. So if you look at, if I look at ES overall, I'll say overall, from the high to the low, that we're still in a deep discount of the current range. So if I look at Nasdaq as well, from here to here, so you see deep discount. Now we're coming back up. I keep in mind that, like I said at the beginning, that a gray white shaded area, it's an efficiency, like a fair value on the 1 hour. So this is why I kept on that sort of liquidity pool in my radar, because that could be here we can be generating more liquidity from that pool, right? And especially if we take the whole range, come back into discount. So there is a lot of a component for a potential trade, but we gotta wait still. But that's good to know. You see on the M15, that's good to know. We still break that first internal low. We broke this one, so let's not jump too much attention on that bias for the day. We'll still gotta wait, and the micro probably can tell us more history, right? So that's on the micro. Market made the higher high and higher lows, but this is not breaking these ones as well. And this was our new VPOC, so new volume point of control. We'll see how it gets traded. And if you're not really too familiar with the footprint, so that's how the footprint will look like. See, so from here 200, we've barely touched the 12, so we've got inefficiency, plus we've got a small sort of breaker here. So this is why I'm expecting market should be trading a little bit lower, but that's just the initial theory, right? I still keep in mind that's a bullish liquidity pool, so this we could be bouncing off that pool onto the 1 hour. See, onto the 1 hour. There was another one here that we came to fill at 168. So this is why I say it's not really bad. Okay, so we have the news coming in 1 minute. We're gonna keep an eye on price action. I keep an eye on price action and see how it goes. 1 minute for the news. Dollar is dropping a little, but that could be simple retracement. Okay, news is coming out, and dollar is collapsing right now. So that means our Nasdaq or ES could be trading higher. We are going to check that out. Okay, ES is coming back up. I don't expect really a huge intense move on both assets because it's not like it's an NFP, it's a University of Michigan release. So okay, now we're trading a little bit above. Okay, I got a phone call to take. Okay, we're back. But what is UOM saying, right? Saying it's good. Good for dollar. Okay, sorry for the wait. We're back. We're back at it. So 1607, what can we expect if market doesn't climb higher? We could be waiting for a displacement to the downside with a new inefficiency around that area, and see if we can go for shorts. But first we've got to wait and be patient. So we have new VPOC as well. How's dollar doing? Dollar's coming back up for a little bit, not that much. Let's wait and see, guys. Okay, I was on the 1 minute NQ. That's not really interesting. We're gonna go 45. So this could be a low resistance run here with the news especially. ES is practically doing the same, the exact same thing. So let's see if it broke lower or if we just trade that low and then or trade lower up to these two levels and then come back up. But like we said at the opening, we were expecting price to trade a little bit lower first. And we'll keep in consideration the delta change, that it's at a minus 1258 with 12,000 volumes. So that makes it really interesting. Um, mm, 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 mm. Yes. We will patiently be waiting. I think dollar's gonna rally higher, I guess. Still in good inefficiency. Looking at Nasdaq as well. Uh, this duplicate that one. Okay, now we're back looking at the order flow. See, market hasn't been taking an actual direction to a specific side, as you can see. It did not really respect, you see, that inefficiency went straight up to the high. So this one is gonna be for the next setup. And we'll wait. I've got one on the ES. That definitely looks fine, but it's a little bit early in the hour. So this is why I'm not really too much triggered. Here. And that's our value area low. And usually also typical Friday could be a ranging day. So this is why I rather wait. So that's the 1 minute. You see, we have some sort of accumulation phase. Are we gonna consider this as they run or not? So I think it could have been going lower and to make an actual lower low, then come back up. You can see here, well, it's still on bearish inefficiency on the micro. We feel one after that break, but it's micro. I'm not really too much into it, but I have to give it a wait to get a much more clearer direction on the 5 minute. You see a huge week on the M15. We have 3 weeks right there. So like I said, there could be a last one. Then we can break off and take off from here. We will need some more room to go higher in price. All charts, so we can see it as well on the footprint. There we go. Now, usually on Newsday, it could be also erratic, like we just did, you see? Accumulation, so I think this could be manipulation, move, and then we'll get a distribution. And we are in a tiny range, so that means when we are gonna be expanding, it's gonna be fast. It is going to be a fast expansion. Do we have some sort of SMT? I would say, yeah, we do have some sort of SMT to go higher, especially with this type of setups. See, we've came back here, we take the low right there. This inefficiency was not right. We've made a new one. On Raiko, it's looking good. It's looking really nice. And there you are, that's the trade on the micro. We will see. What's Footprint saying? 7,000 volume, a little bit of positive delta, which is the opposite of the minus 1300. Now we're plus 500, 400, but we need that to be consistent. Okay, so the next close, if we extend higher on the next close, this could be our setup. So if that low is right there, so this could be the setup we are looking for. 205, so 95 minus 2, so that's if we go higher. On the M15 we have nice expansion to the upside. The delta is still consistent, I mean positive, but not as much as before, so we'll need it to be a little bit more explosive, right? reduce the zone. See, delta is now back on negative. Okay. We do not have our zone, so I'll still keep it for a new one, but now it's not getting any respect. Because I told you we need to break higher than that level. As you can see, comes to the high, then displays back down. So we're gonna all have to be patient. But I'm not really surprised of Friday plus news. So that does not surprise me that much. Especially we have a tiny range as well. And dollar extending up. Okay. I'm gonna be right back. We are looking for a really easy, plain and easy position that does not give too much headache, right? Because when you try to trade this type of stuff, it could be a real headache. Especially if you try to sold the high, then you see market comes back to it. You could have bought that low, then you get an extension. So yeah, it could be a real headache. But good thing is that market still having issues breaking that 1 hour inefficiency that we've highlighted before. So that's a good thing. So that means we have something nice on the higher time frame. But I still keep in mind if we still submit to these higher levels, on the H4 we've got some 4 hour inefficiency around 150, and that does match. It does match perfectly with a low that could be taken out. So yeah, um, this also could be very telling as well, as you can see, especially because we've traded the value area low. This could be really telling depending on the next couple of close we're gonna get. Um, of that the market cannot be pushing lower, and we are probably really gonna aim for these levels. Especially there, if we can break higher, we've made the micro inefficiency here. We just simply gotta wait. Market has been really choppy. ES is doing the same thing as well, and the data is not really telling right now. All I know is that probably these sellers, this whole like selling volume is probably praying for the market to come back down, or it could be the liquidity we've trapped to go higher, and that will be a huge amount of money, you know, for all of these sellers to be stopped out. That will give us some free room to come up. We'll give it a wait. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Be right back. Ah, we're still in the range, huh? We didn't have any expansion from one side to the other. We've traded back up for quite a while, for like about 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. Then we're coming back down, so that's tough. Let's see how that M15 close. Ay, 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 ay. But we've got a nice close up on the M15, but that does not mean a lot right now. We're gonna have to give it a wait and see. But on the 1 hour, it looks good, I would say. That will be a second huge wick that give us that room to go higher. But the range is getting tinier, as you can see. Value area high came back, value area low came up. I mean, value area low is still at the same point, right? Um, but yeah, yes, actually give us a nice one if like ES skyrocket to the high. It could have been a really nice setup, but I was not trying to take it because it was between 55 and 4 p.m. here, so that means it was 5 minutes before the news. And like I said, we don't trade ahead of the news. Looking at the dollar index right now, on to the 1 hour as well. How is it going? So yeah. So for our fellas that trades the micro time frame, it could have been really tough. You can see that whole like range bound again and again. This could be a nice setup because we have break higher, leave some inefficiency here, and bad that efficiency. But since it's a micro time frame, sometimes it can give you a real good precision, but sometimes it could be a real headache. Look, that's market open. Now we made a row. Accumulating, come back, take that buy side, come back, take the sell side, then we've come back. So where should we go next? So we should be going higher next, technically. But for that, we'll need much more structure to go. So this is good looking. So yeah, this is why you really don't want to be trading in those type of areas initially. But ES was looking way cleaner than Nasdaq because we've had an expansion to the upside, then came back down to feel that inefficiency. Then we come back up, made a high at the same area. And on the M15 it looks good as well. To go for a 48.40 for yes. But let's keep a focus on our overall order flow and see how it goes. There is a lot of traffic today. Okay. Okay, we have a nice reaction within the micro zone, I'd say. That micro time frame zone provided nice reaction. See how it goes when it's reached the high. See all these stops there. But that's great. We're back in 213 or the 210 zone, which is what uh, we're expecting the price to trade higher, expand um, higher to prove us that in the overall order flow, this was some sort of manipulation at the news. We've got a lot of sellers being trapped in here. That could be great. If not, that will be the contraire. That means uh, all this accumulation phase, it's to trap the buyers. We've rushed the market back down to specific levels we've highlighted before. So right now we're still on the range. We're on top of the range. We're at the top, but we're still in that range. Voilà, est-ce déjà ça y est, t'es dans mes recommandations. YouTube carrément. Let's go. Let's go. Feel free to like, subscribe, share. Even though if we didn't take a trade yet, feels nice. Okay, are we gonna get some action? Probably not. We'll see. We'll see. We have new VPOK as well. New VPOK at the top of the range. We'll still take that in consideration. And a consistent delta. Okay, nice. We've got a huge delta. Uh, we don't have that much volume right now, but that's still great news. So let's see if we can break those 230, 224. We did respected the inefficiency we've highlighted before, which was this one. We've got another one here. And yeah, the trade was up to there, to something. A little bit more, 27 for the micro. Let's see how it goes. It's really not that clear right now, so this is why we rather wait. And knowing that it's Friday and Friday might be, some kind of range day and probably not expand, probably there might be no trade today. So we'll see. But we've suspected SMTs on both assets, which was still ongoing. Now that's what I was waiting for, the market to show some sort of a wick here for us to be breaking away from these levels. And it's 10:40, so it took us like a whole hour almost. 10:40. Yeah, it's been a whole hour we were into that area from that high to that low. It's been a whole hour. And I told you when the range is getting tinier on the value area, it might be really explosive at some point. But this is a good thing. This is a good thing. Good lecture here on the micro. If we are not making lower than here, there might be something we can play out. I'm just not really too. I do not really like the whole value area, so I would like to see uh, probably value area high gets broken. Our zone, we've got the new VPOK, so I'm gonna wait for a couple of closes and see if we actually trap those people who were trying to set off that break to the low. Because if we do engineer their stops, it might be a lot of liquidity to go higher, or the opposite way as well. So we could have been just like accumulating more buy orders here to go to the downside. Okay, 1 minute for the M15 to close. And we've got 15 minutes for the 1 hour to close. And the 1 hour inefficiency zone we've talked about before is getting respected, I would say. It did not close yet, so let's not be too much into speculation. But now it has some sort of great respect. Yes, bro. Much love. Okay, we might get something on the ES. So let's get back to NQ. Let's see what can we get. We'll look at the order flow as well. That's really tiny though. That's really tiny. So we might not play this. But now that could be the potential breaker that we were looking for. Let's wait. It's gonna be really explosive one way or the other. But this is clearly looking nice. How was the M15 close? It was like this. If we take the closest range from here, oh, this could be a potential move to the downside. Like really aggressive. We'll wait. We'll wait. Because we went from deep discount back up. And this could be also considered as a breaker entry, you know, but since that range was really painful, I was not trying to engage into it, especially on the 5 minute. And that's the plan for the initial trade. And if we don't have anything to be met for that initial trade, once we move forward to 11:45, we'll try to play something before the lunchtime, right? Uh, but usually that's a breaker right there. 17, 7, and you go straight to the high. But that's risky. For me, I did not collect enough data to be comfortable on trading that specific, like a breaker when it comes off, right? I would say I'm aware of the overall narrative, but playing off that breaker is not something that I'm really comfortable doing. This could have been the first trade. 86. See, you would have to go to 39. That's tough. I'm telling you, that's really tough. But we'll wait. We'll wait. This is why I don't play the breaker. I mean, right after like a hard drop. Look at it. This can really give you a headache, like a real headache. Ooh. Wait. Let's have a look at ES. ES is doing the exact same thing, so which is not really clear. I mean, it was at the beginning. We've had it really nicely, but it was 55 going to 10 a.m. and that's right at the news time. So this is why we don't trade during those times. What's dollar doing? Okay. Okay, dollar is coming back lower. So if dollar is coming back lower, then go for that low. Might some stuff to play. Nothing else coming up or should be coming up today. So market is rising, but does not provide any clear stuff on the 5-minute. We have new volume point of control, so that could be also nice. And we're gonna get the 1 hour close. real soon. And this could be also very telling where the next candle is gonna be closing. So if we can, we should be getting an expansion to the upside, because that's like 40, almost 100 points right here. And that's what I was talking about at the beginning of the stream, that potential 100-point move to the downside. So 250. So yeah, we had about 100-point move. Interesting right now. It could have been on the 1 minute, but a huge headache on the way. That's yeah, that's a real headache. If you don't have like the macro backups that backs your idea up, it's really a huge headache. If we can kick them sellers out, all these sellers there, if we can kick them out, that will be great and give us a nice room to trade. Okay, that's good. So we came back to the value area high, which is like 223 something. Came back to it, start to expand, but it's still not really great to see. So we've hit the 40, so that should be the target on the micro trade that was there. So you have the micro trade here, 86, 74. So yeah, that's your first trade on micro, and the second 202 minus 10, that's 91, 90, and the other one you should be getting off. So for micro trading, okay, I'll be right back. Attack. So it's quite a boring Friday. It is a boring Friday. Just sending this to a friend of mine. Long way, dollar collapsing back down, reaching an interesting level that might be pushing him up. Let's look at the ES. I feel like this whole thing is an accumulation phase. Like the whole process that's happening right now, I feel like that's an accumulation phase. Yeah, I think that was it. We're gonna try to play something when we get confirmation. And then we're back on premium. So if all that stuff was an accumulation phase and start collapsing down and provide us some setup in that area, um, that's the actual zone we are looking for. And it could be really explosive. Let's look at the 1 hour. Oh my gosh. See the 1 hour? 1 hour, you get a nice up close. And the previous one with 2 huge wicks. But the wicks, they don't mean nothing right now. I mean, depending on what's happened next. Here they meant a lot. Here you could have had a very nice trade from 74, 65. That's a really nice trade right there. This could have been your trade. Why? Look, at the tick, my guy. At the tick. So you have the initial low. So if you try to enter within, we didn't even touch it. We went into that area, so we went to that low here. So here's the grab. That's your trade. Yeah, that's your trade. That's 86, 186. $86.14 plus 33. So yeah, the whole trade you will be like closing off around that high here. Here. But this is very technical and you need experience for that, especially when the 5-minute time frame looks like this. Because us, that's what more we're looking for, you see. 172, 172 right there, 65. All right. Yeah, that's typically that sort of setup that we have here. 63 plus 2, 61. So yeah, that's the trade we are kind of looking for, those type of trades. Here is just it's boring. But it did respect what we've expected, right? Taking that lower low and climbing back up. It's just that took so much time. Took so much time. We had consistent volume, so there was a bunch of volume, but delta was not really showing a strong move like it did right now with that 800 delta. That could be considered as strong if consistent, but before there was nothing consistent, to be honest. Okay, so market did what we've expected. There was nothing for us to engage unless it was like the 1 minute thing, right? Uh, but on other time frame, it's really not it. Retrace back really aggressively. So yeah, this could have been the trade right here, right here. Okay, so now that we're at the high, uh, we're gonna see if we can get some sort of confirmation, right? We've break that high, came back to it, expanded higher at 250. So this looks nice. Um, looks really nice. But before, if you look at the order flow, you could have suspected these sellers are trapped there, but there was nothing much we could have played out because we want to stick to a specific rule, and that rule we could have got something up back there. 02 came back to 92, so with a stop loss around 90. So this could have been the, I would say, the actual trade on the micros, but the micros, it's micros before was a whole headache, and we could have been easily wrong on that one. And don't have anything much to say now that we've expanded. Now that we've expanded to the high, I'm more into watching for the 11:45 timing. if we can get something actually. Oh, probably we're gonna get served today. That's a huge room. That's a huge room. We had a consistent delta around this area. Now let's zoom in if we have some sort of inefficiency. Okay. The dollar is coming back down. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay, we're gonna really simply follow the flow. Now we've got a consistent delta to the upside. We'll wait for the close. But this could be our trade. This could be our trade. We break higher, so 41. We will watch where that candle closes and see how it goes. This could be our trade. Even though 41 is good too, huh? We've had a 10,000 volume as well. The thing that I'm not really sure about is just that ES did not break its highs. It's still in the premium. How to configure delta and other volumes. Hi, Mercury Trader. It really depends on which assets that you trade, because when you configure it, I'll show you for real quick. When you configure it, if I press Control plus F, um, you get that filter size. I always put 1, but some people can use 2 or 5 to filter as much volume as they can. But if you talk about like the overall delta, it's here. You see delta bar, volume, trades, and min max delta. Uh, that's data. I'm not really looking at the min max. I'm more looking at the cumulative delta, the delta bar, and the total volume. But in terms of settings, bro, it really depends on which asset that you trade. Let's say if we were be trading gold, um, it would be much more different. Look, so here you can see my settings. So the settings there with bid and ask. That's all, and it's the imbalance where I put it in the diagonal, and after that you only parameter your the color as you wish, right? Or you can do Control plus I, and you see you have order flow volume profile, order flow trade detector. But this one is more like you see to watch if there is a huge imbalance in price or not. I hope I answered your question, bro. Because it really depends on how to configure delta and other volumes. It really depends, bro. uh, if you're on NQ, you can just take the same settings as I use, right? But if you're on different assets, let's say EU or GJGU, it will be much more different because the size of the volume and the trades that goes into that market will be much more different. So it all depends on what asset are you trading. Then you use it more, you use it more as a filter. In table form for more details below the graph. Oh, okay, I got you, bro. I got you, bro. You mean that table right here, with all the details? You press Control plus F, and you're gonna have you see show volume. You're gonna have hold on, there you go, there you go. You have to select show max delta, minimum delta, cumulative delta, delta percentage. This is where you select for it to show up. And I think that's it, bro. Ah, yeah, the imbalance ratio I put 3, and the 7, and the sensitivity I put 24 for the that's the strength sensitivity. So it's the sense of when you see market getting strong. It's not because we've had a only a plus 400 delta bar. This will be axed upon the strength sensitivity. So if you're at 0, you're gonna be seeing a lot of moves where it flashed green, it flashed red, it flashed green, it flashed red, and that's not really good. So that is why I put on 24. Let me know if you need any other setups, bro. I'll share it to you. Okay? Now we'll see if there is something that can be played out. This was like buy side. So we have strong break, so I'm gonna put a limit order at 41. What's this? 51. No, no, no. No, never. So yeah, we'll be seeing if we can get tapped in right there at 45 something. Let me know, bro, if you have any question. Okay, we're gonna try to be safe. Let's try 40, 45. Or if we go into line efficiency at 41. Let's see if we can do 41. Let me know, bro, if you've got any question or anything, or if I actually helped you with the tab. Yeah, 41 sounds really great. And if not, we'll just wait for like 11:45 to form, which is like in 20 minutes. 11 and 10, 11 and 10 in the morning. Or we play the safety card, we wait for a high to be made higher, then we try to get a retracement. That could have been the safety card. Okay, so the initial plan was to get a break to the high, break of the high of the previous high that was there. Then we've got a small inefficiency on the 5 minute and try to trade off that one. But since we're getting close to the 11:45, I'm trying to be really aware of what's happening on the market, because usually 11:45 can provide us some sort of reversal. So this is why I'm not 100% confident on that trade. And we could be, I say we could be waiting for the price to come down, see how is the price action within our zone. It's gonna be fast, right? But so we make sure we not get triggered into too much false signals, right? And because we need the market also to make a low, right? So if we take that low and that high, so yeah, the whole area here could be fine. And I keep in mind also that ES did not break the initial high, Nasdaq did. So this is why also I'm watching it very closely. See, we've broke it, but on the ES it's not that. And a small inefficiency in terms of volume, which is great. That provides room for us to be in that trade. Mercury Trader. Thank you, bro, for commenting still. So if you guys have more questions, feel free to ask me. But the whole day was really choppy. There might be something we could have played here at the 216, but that's it. Gonna be honest with y'all, that's it. And also, if you were asking me about the table below, it's only cumulative delta here. It's not like this one on the left, where we can get way more information. So 15 minutes to go before 11:45. We're gonna see if we can get a small reversal. Just like I said before, it could be also a no trading day, because now we're way too high, so I'm not gonna be buying the market, and we are way too close than the, how do you say that? We are way too close than the 11:45 timing. I mean, we'll watch out what price action does, but I don't think something crazy is gonna happen. Since we're on a high, let's look at the price action. It's having a hard time to bounce off right now. Okay. Okay, we just tapped into it. This is why I was not very comfortable in entering right away. Always wait for that next close. Um, Give it a wait. We came back all the way to the 35. That's huge. That's huge. This is why I rather wait. I'm being honest. We wait for the close. The M15 close, it's in 3 to 7 minutes. Okay, our new value area is coming up here. So value area high. We might gonna highlight that zone right there, because we're really close to the timing that I said before, which was 11:45, and that could be the reversal. See, I would have got stopped, by the way. I would have got stopped right away. Yes, he's not reacting as well. We'll wait for the close before getting into anything. Oh my gosh, we got the 1 hour. So this could be buy side, yeah. Oh, very interesting. We came to feel that imbalance there. This one is very nice. So this could be also an inversion. I'm laughing because I've got a homie that sent me something that I'm trying to watch, and that could be it. Because we've got buy side here. This came here, we made a higher high. We failed to break higher, and we have a bunch of lows. We break into them, so this might be a potential good trade. So it's been 2 hours. We are live, actually. It's been 2 hours. And you see today we have a whole hour of chop. Wasn't really nice. I'd rather wait for the next candle to be closing. To see where it would be closing. Because if that's our trade right here, 47, 57, 59, 75, this could be the trade as well. We have a nice delta rotation actually, you see, to minus 500. Did not close higher. Dollar is coming back up. Breaks its high. ES did not react on it at all. Provided me a new potential entry. It's 40, 45 something. Okay, so what is unfortunate is that the market didn't even touch our zone, the new zone. So we've got a nice displacement back. Market didn't came back to it. It didn't touched. We've got a small inefficiency here that we could be trading off up. So 36, 38. Okay. So we've touched that inefficiency, came back up. There's nothing much to do, huh, to be honest. We have huge sellers hitting the ask. We'll come back to the value area high. And that could be our typical Friday. Oh my gosh. High volume on the one on the middle. Hold on. I've got stuff to do. Okay. Interesting. We've got the fill. We've got the fill. We have delta hitting very hard. We've break that high. And that's before the 1 hour close. I think we're gonna play with a stop order with sell stop overweight. By the way, if we bought here and wait for that close, we could have gotten stopped. I mean, for sure, 45, 27. Yeah, we would have been stopped right away. There was an efficiency here, 48. Oh, we didn't even touch it. Okay. So now let's see if we do respect that inefficiency. We have strong delta, but market isn't really pushing up. Okay, so I think that's our trade. Let's go back into the inefficiency.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
46.
Order submitted.
We'll see if market respects it or not. We just gotta wait and see. And if not, that's okay. I mean, that's okay.
Order filled. Stop filled.
Okay, I've got filled. That's okay, we've respected the plan. So that close up might be invalidating the idea right there, especially right before the 1 hour close. We should have respected that
Stop filled.
inefficiency here on the 15 minutes. This was the initial pull. To go higher, but you know, shit happens. So what went wrong basically, I tried basically to trade the typical reversal at 11:45, but the fact that we've break higher, leaving fair value here, especially from here, it's really telling. But yeah, that's it. I think we're good for today. I usually play one shot, one kill. We didn't get the 10 a.m. kill shot, but you know, that's part of the process. It's just that the fact that I was one-sided, shoot, you see, I was one-sided in that zone, and the fact that market had a hard time coming back up was uh, was really tough, to be honest. It was really tough. Uh, but yeah, that's it for us. I wish you guys have a great trading, good weekend actually, and I'll see you on Tuesday. And by the end of the month, we'll do a review on the whole process and what I've been through, the wins, the losses, everything. C'est le lower low après les rebonds sur un balance qui a indiqué le move up to BSL. Ouais, non, ça j'avais capté, bro, que c'était toi, Lamine. C'est. I was expecting the same thing, but if we were putting a limit order right to it, we would have been stopped right away. That's the thing. So we followed the plan either way, going short or long. We followed the plan. We played that 11:45 setup that's usually planned out. And yeah, that's about it. I wish you have safe trading. Okay. Peace to everybody.